Hi, Carl here for ProAV TV. I'm here at NAB 2019 on the Vitek stand talking to Sebastian from Holden about the new Teradek Bolt 4K wireless system. Okay, so I think this is the first time we've seen a 4K wireless video thing,
yeah,
is that right?
Exactly, Carl, and we're super excited about this, and it's a really big technology announcement for us at Teradek. So at NAB this year, what we've done is we've launched the 4K version of our hugely successful Bolt line. Some of your viewers may have used Bolt systems, but for those who haven't, the Teradek Bolt is really the go-to wireless transmitter receiver set for monitoring video on set, used from anything from live events up to feature films. Now, the Bolt 4K has got a chipset that we've been working on for a number of years. Previously, we were really limited to 1080 60p, but this will do full DCI 4K up to 10-bit 422. And it achieves this via a 12G HDSCI connector or your HDMI connector there.
And is that 4K at 25 frames or at 60 frames?
It will do 4K up to 60.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. And what we've really tried very hard to do is just tune in the encoder so that it's as capable as it possibly can be. So the 4K element is big, and there are lots of DITs that want to be using that, and it's great for a client monitor. If you're pushing the image out to a LG or any OLED really, you get that extra crispness and that extra detail in the image.
Sure.
But because the encoder is so good, if you're, say, using it as just a standard 1080p video link, in crowded and messy RF environments, you're going to get a more stable, more robust, reliable link.
Okay, so if you just go for the same spec in terms of distance of the normal Bolt line and then this 4K one, you will get better performance even in 1080p out of this one.
Exactly, you will do. It will just be, it will just look acutely sharper. So the ranges that we've announced at the show, we are doing a 750 feet version and a 1,500 feet version. But a really cool little feature of the Bolt 4K, which isn't common with the rest of the Bolt line, is you've got interoperability between those ranges. Sorry, a bit of a mouthful there. So you'll be able to use a 750 transmitter with a 1,500 receiver, but just be range limited to 750 feet. Now, for rental companies, that's a huge asset.
Absolutely, really useful.
I remember being on set and trying to find the right receiver for the right transmitter and trying to kit them together. It's just can be a bit of a nightmare. So the other thing that we're also going to be including with this is a iOS app for pairing. The iOS app will do two things. It will allow you to really quickly and easily pair up multiple Bolt systems, just using Bluetooth Low Energy. But it will also give you live analytics on things like your signal-to-noise ratio, your maximum range, and give you a real-time spectrum analyzer as well. Really powerful, and it doesn't exist on any other zero-delay system.
That sounds really interesting. So you can have somebody on set actually monitoring all of those signal things back to Video Village rather than just trusting it's going to happen.
Exactly. And one of the reasons why that is so critical is we've now expanded the capability of this to be able for each transmitter to be able to multicast up to 6 receivers. Previously, we were limited to 4 on the Gen 3 and the XT systems. Having 6 receivers means that you're going to have more signals flying around, so just being able to get a real glance as to what's happening on every single one of those without having to go up and check every system is really handy.
It looks like you've made some sort of design changes as well to the build quality. Like, I think it's the first time I've seen these almost sort of shields for the antennae.
Yeah. Definitely. So 2 major things we've done. Really just improved the build quality. So it's just a lot. It's a lot more robust than what they were previously. You've got 1/4 inch and 3/8 connectors on the bottom there, and as you mentioned, you've got the shielded SMA connectors. Now, that has given a couple of other advantages as well. So what we can now do is on this system here, you'll see we're passing power through from the battery to the camera and powering the bolt simultaneously.
So this is the standard configuration, which is just as we know it, a transmitter and receiver, standalone that hang on the top of the camera or on the side or anything like that. And then they come in a different version, which is the sort of the power slot version.
Exactly, yeah. It would be a deluxe version, which will give you the pass-through power capabilities, come in a nice case, yeah.
Okay. And it's just those two different alternatives.
That's it, yeah.
Cool. Okay, thank you so much.
No problem, thanks for joining us.